Hello everyone. Effective inventory management is indeed a cornerstone of business operations for companies handling physical products. An Excel template can serve as a powerful tool for tracking inventory movements, managing stock levels across multiple locations, and analyzing financial metrics such as sales and gross profit. Today I am coming with an Excel file that tracks your inventory even if you have more than one store or location. What would you benefit if you become a member of my channel? You will get any file for any video I explained. You will be able to contact me via Telegram to solve any problem you face with any file or video on this channel. You can ask me for minor modifications to the files to suit your work. This file has 5 worksheets, and you can add more. The first one is an index that contains the file outline. The second one is Inventories Movements worksheet. Here we will enter in and out inventory movements between different warehouses. Then we have items in stores. Then there is an inventory report. And finally we have the gross profit worksheet. This file is for members only, but I've got something exciting for you. If this video gets a lot of views, I'll share a detailed tutorial on how to design the file we've been talking about. So, let's make it happen. Watch, like, and share this video, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for your support. Let's move to the file. The first sheet is an index sheet. In this sheet we can see the items table. Here we have item name, item code, and category that you should fill them manually. Suppose that I have 2 items that are pen and pencil. I will use any code. You can use the code if you have a barcode. This file doesn't support that. If you need, tell me in the comments. So, in this file the code and category are optional. The quantity here is for all stores. You can see here that the pencil is in red. That means that I have less than 500 pencils. This is the reorder point. You can change it as you want. If I change it to 200, the color will return to light blue. As I told you, the quantity of the items will be filled automatically after I enter the inventory's movements. The second table is for stores I have. I will say that I have 2 ones, which are Damascus and Latakia. In fact, I have chosen 2 beautiful cities in my beautiful country, Syria. You can choose any name for your stores. Here we can see the reorder point that you can change as you need. Here we have main invoices that be used with inventories. You shouldn't change these invoices. They are typically invoices for incoming inventories, beginning inventories, purchases, and sales returns and allowance, invoices for outgoing inventories, purchases, returns and allowance, and sales. This is the index worksheet that I choose for you. It will look like this if it is empty. Let's move to the second worksheet. It's inventory movement. I filled it with 2 items movements. It will look like this if it's empty. Let's fill it with a fast example. Suppose that in Damascus I have these transactions for the pen item. On January 1st the beginning inventories were 2,000 pens at $4 per unit. I will record that in my file like this. 1-1 in the date. 2,000 in the quantity. Since the amount is positive, the word in will be written automatically. The item here is a pen. It should be input in the index worksheet before to enable type it in the inventory's movement. Since the quantity is positive, the invoice here will be beginning inventory, purchases, or sales returns and allowance. Here I will choose beginning inventories. The price here is $4. The store here is Damascus. It should be input in the index worksheet also to enable type it here. On January 15th the purchases were 6,500 pens at $4.40 per unit. I am using tab key to navigate between cells and using Ctrl plus apostrophe to repeat the upper cell content. From the last transaction there were purchases, returns and allowance. 500 pens were returned. Here I must put the amount in a negative because the inventories go out of the store. Since the amount is negative, the word out will be written automatically. And the invoice will be purchases, returns and allowance or sales. We purchased 2,000 pens at $4.75 per unit. In the same way I will record the sales and sales returns and allowance. Net purchases transactions and beginning inventories will result in 10,000 units with a total cost $43,900. If I divide the $43,900 by 10,000 units, the weighted average cost per unit will be $4.39. I can see this result in the item stores worksheet if I choose weighted average. Or I can find it here in the inventory report worksheet. I can see the gross and net sales and cost of goods sold and gross profit for the main entity and for each store I have. If I add more items and more stores, I can see the reports are updated automatically. Don't hesitate to be a member of my channel to get this file and all Excel files that I designed before. That's all for today. See you soon.